every experience that has brought you to where you are today.
Gives you more confidence. Something that most people are afraid of is failing. Well, Andrea wasn't happy after we got married. She came home and she started crying because we weren't seeing each other. Like most of the time we were working instead of with each other. So she said one day, like, I'm gonna quit my job, you should quit yours, and we should just start our own business.
Most people in their honeymoon are doing a lot of other things, but doing a business plan. And that's what we were doing in our honeymoon. We were just straight up just listening to podcasts and audiobooks and all the things that would motivate us to put together a business plan.
Looking back at all this work we have done, like quit our jobs, buying a boat, living our own lifestyle, it has been worth it, like 100%. If we didn't quit our jobs, we will never, we will have to wait until we were like 60 years old to buy a boat or just to travel.
I was working in insurance and Alejo was working in retail at T-Mobile, and we were happy because we weren't unhappy people, but it wasn't like super fulfilling. We weren't doing something that we were passionate about. We were just kind of like, at some point I got to like an autopilot. I was like, well, this sucks. Like, I don't know how to say it, but it wasn't something that made me, feel super happy and love what I was doing. And it sounds super cliche and super corny, but like the things that everyone says, like, if you love your job, you're never gonna work a day in your life. And I'm not kidding. Since the day that I quit my job, I look forward to waking up every day and grabbing my computer and working, and I can't work. Like, now I'm actually a workaholic because I love my job so much. I can just wake up and, do it with so much love and keep working until I go to sleep. Like, Alejo actually gives me that balance to not work so much.
Today is our last day here in the Bahamas. We will be heading to the Dominican Republic. We're sailing to our last anchorage. We already did the checkout here in the Bahamas, and today's gonna be our last day spearfishing here in the Bahamas. We have to clean the boat, and we have 22 knots of wind, so it's really windy, and we're going at a really nice speed. You can almost see the catamaran just going a little bit, tilting, heeling a little bit. We are getting ready and we are preparing to go scuba diving. It is time to clean the boat. Boat cleaning day. Getting our gear ready. Diving tanks filled up. Getting our belts. For the boat cleaning day. Let's do this.
While I was working in T-Mobile, yeah, I was happy. We were happy, but we weren't like, we were working to live, not living and working.
It felt like we were just working to pay for a house and pay for cars, and where, at what point did we actually enjoy the work that we were putting in to our daily lives when we actually didn't get enough time to do the things that we actually enjoy doing. But aside from the material things like a house and the cars, there wasn't anything that was fulfilling like what we do now. To be honest, the day that we both left our jobs was one of the scariest days of our lives, but it was the best decision that we've ever made.
Quitting our jobs was the first step, then going to Dominican Republic for 3 months, then getting a travel trailer, and now we're in a boat. It's like every single step that we take gives you more confidence, and something that most people are afraid of is failing. So now that we have like so much experience in just like traveling and keep going, I think it's something that it makes it easier to keep growing like our lifestyle or our own lives, right?
We were so afraid when we were quitting our jobs. We were so afraid. We had thousands of dollars to pay every single month because we had just purchased our house, the cars, all this stuff. And it was really scary because it's not like we had a backup plan. We had no plan. We had $0 in our bank account because we had already spent all our money remodeling our house. And so we had no plan. Like that was plan A, plan B, plan Z. Like it had to work, or we were gonna be like, I don't know, bankrupt or who knows what. So it had to work.
We have to fill our refrigerators because we haven't purchased anything here in the Bahamas, any provisions, because we've been waiting to arrive to the Dominican Republic since the food there and the provisions, it's a lot cheaper than here in the Bahamas. We are gonna try to spearfish today to catch some food and to hopefully fill our refrigerators because it will be the last time that we will be spearfishing here. So maybe a lobster, maybe some fish, some conch, who knows? We are down to have some seafood. Unfortunately, we came back home empty-handed. We didn't even get to shoot the spearful once because we didn't see a lobster, we didn't see lionfish, we didn't see snapper. We saw Nassau groupers, but you're not supposed to eat Nassau grouper. I mean, you could, but they take a long time to reproduce. Is that why?
I don't know.
I'm not really sure why, but you're not supposed to eat Nassau groupers. We saw a beautiful, massive stingray that was like, I don't know, almost my size, I think. It's a goodbye to the Bahamas.
I knew I had to change something, take a leap of faith and take a risk and create a life worth living. One that I would live on purpose and give it my full potential. You're risking everything that you own, you're putting yourself to test and you're facing your fears and you're getting as uncomfortable as you can possibly get.
it takes a lot of courage to take that step and take that leap of faith in your dreams and on your ability to make them happen. But it is so worth it. Living your life, doing what really matters to you, and being present every second of the day because you're deeply in love with the life that you've built.
If someone asks me like, what do you do? I'm not thinking about a job. I'm thinking like, yeah, I travel. That's my answer. I travel, or I go sailing. I live on a sailboat.
Every experience that you live in your life has brought you to where you are today, and it has given you the confidence, the courage, the everything for you to face fear in the face and say, I'm not afraid, I'm willing to jump, and I'm willing to do it, and I'm willing to fail, and I'm willing to... You can't succeed if you're not willing to fail. You won't know what success is unless you can fail. So
go out there and fail a few times, and then you will succeed.
there's no better way to change the world and to make an impact in the world than when you take all your skills and you take all of your passion and what you're good at and put it to something that you love that is going to like serve the world. I want to help all the animals out there. I want to do it. This YouTube channel, I hope we're able to inspire or motivate someone to just be happy and just do what they love. That's kind of the purpose. The purpose is not for someone to buy a sailboat. The purpose is not for someone to kite surf or do what we do. The purpose is for you to find whatever it is that you love doing, that you like, and for you to go and take that step and take that leap of faith on yourself and go and push yourself to do it.
You just gotta get out of your comfort zone. And once you get out there, it's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel like something's wrong, like it's gonna go right. But once you feel that fear, that discomfort, that means you're leaving. If you don't have that feeling in your life, then you might have a boring life. You're gonna you have a routine, and there's nothing wrong with a routine, but you have to live. You have to chase what you like. If you already did what you like, then chase something more. Chase excitement, something that brings a lot of happiness in your life, or do something good for other people that also might fill you up.
You know, it doesn't matter what it is, but it just has to make your heart feel full. And if it's not what you're feeling right now, then the only thing that you can do is take a leap of faith and make a change. Because if you don't make a change, every single year goes by faster, and then the 1 second you're just gonna look back and you're gonna see yourself in the same place that you were years ago without making that change. So, you know, people always say like you only live once, but really you only live once. But if you live once and you do it right and you do what you love and you push yourself and you seek discomfort, and that's more than enough. And honestly, we're you know, Alejo, we're just in our 20s, and we can look back and, you know, God forbid, but if something happens to us tomorrow, at least we can say that we did everything we wanted, and that most importantly, that we were very happy. We were very happy.
Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.